MrBeast messed up big time. I feel like I wake up every day to new allegations against MrBeast that are somehow worse than the previous allegations. And now there are just so many allegations, they're hard to keep track of. And apparently, the worst is yet to come. He is taking an astronomical amount of L's.
Large YouTubers are finally coming out against MrBeast and saying, MrBeast, we do not support you until we get the information that everybody deserves. And I love to see this. Ludwig, one of the biggest streamers on YouTube, if not the biggest, to be honest with you. He was a humongous streamer on Twitch, signed a deal with YouTube, and now he is exclusively on YouTube. Now, he originally did a live stream video not that long ago that was kind of processing all of the information about all of the new MrBeast allegations, and he got a lot of flack for that. Basically, people were saying you're not giving your opinion, you're not really saying what MrBeast did or didn't do is okay, and it was a whole big thing with his audience. And, you know, I understand not wanting to say something and burn bridges with somebody if you don't have all of the information or you don't have all of the facts, or maybe you're just still processing all of the information.
So many so, the explosion of L's is so big, I'm getting hit by the shrapnel of it. If you're wondering how I feel about it, I'll tell you right now. I think Jimmy needs to make a reply. Like, he technically doesn't need to. He uploaded a YouTube video and it got 120 million views, and he could probably continue to upload videos without ever replying and continue to get hundreds of millions of views. But I won't be able to support him. I won't support him in any way, shape, or form if that's what he does. Because I think he needs to reply specifically to why he hired a sex offender. Like, how did that happen? That's a crazy thing to do with a guy who runs a channel that is towards children, you know? Apologize to Jake Weddle. Like, how did that situation end up as it was? Were producers on it fired? Like, what course of action was taken? Like, how was right done so no one else is treated like Jake again, you know? Everyone who bought a forged MrBeast hoodie got to get their money back. They got scammed. I love a good scam, but that's probably a little too much. Everyone who participated in an illegal lottery needs to have right done by them, right? You need to just make up for everyone who participated in those, because that is against the law. And then also show how you change your business practices so that doesn't happen again.
Because let's be honest, all of the allegations that have come out against MrBeast is a lot. There's a lot of allegations going on, and there's a lot of fine details in there. But he actually went ahead and did a second live stream. In this second live stream, he basically covered what he thought and what he thinks needs to be done. And I commend him for that, because it is very hard for even a large YouTuber like himself to stand up against someone like MrBeast. And when I say stand up, just basically say, hey, I can't support you until I know all of the facts. And it just really seems like if you're not going to release any information like a statement and say, hey, this was a mistake here, this was true, this was false, etc., I think you're just making yourself look guilty. And MrBeast could just ignore this, let the legal team deal with it. And if these allegations are false, I think it doesn't hurt to come out and say, hey, I'm letting my legal team deal with this. A lot of these things are not true or are twisted or half-truths, etc., and go from there. I think that would be a big step for MrBeast to do, and a lot of these things that people are just going to automatically believe, that might not be true. And I think Ludwig is completely justified in saying, hey, I do not support you until I get your side of the story, which is fair enough, right? Don't judge a book by its cover. You know, don't judge people about things that you don't know their side of the story. So it's really refreshing to see these large YouTubers stand up against other large YouTubers, because really I think that holds them accountable just as much as viewership. But MrBeast is so huge simply by numbers that a lot of people just won't believe it, because, you know, MrBeast is this huge saint and he gives out all this money and he does all these amazing things, which is all fair enough and true. That just doesn't mean that people haven't done bad things either. And I think that the fact that his newest video that's come out after a lot of these allegations getting 120 plus million views, probably even higher now, just shows that not everybody is going to be effective or shown the information, let alone in other countries, other languages. I mean, MrBeast is worldwide at this point. If people don't know who they are that they're watching, it's kind of difficult for them to be like, hey, I shouldn't stop watching this person, because they simply don't know the information. So with more YouTubers coming out in different languages, doing stories about this and letting everybody know the full information, and then also following up if MrBeast does come out and have a statement and a few things to say, and also maybe some legal information that can be released, that would be great, because I and other people and huge YouTubers like Ludwig, etc., they're going to come out and they're going to report on those facts too. So everybody can get the full information in every language and everybody knows what's actually going on. Because if you don't know the truth on both sides, you can't make an educated decision. But I think as of now, Ludwig is kind of thinking it's so strange that MrBeast hasn't come out and said a word about any of these new allegations. Ludwig is coming out and saying, MrBeast, I don't support you until I get answers from you, which I and the rest of the world are really waiting for. If you like the video, I really appreciate getting that thumbs up, like, subscribe, etc. If not, thank you for watching, and you guys have a great day.